We are on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Sorry for the earlier broadcast being cut short. We just didn't want to move forward without our friend in the game. As such, we are going to let's play a certain game. That's right, it's hold on. Katawa Shojo. And I'm going to be the one controlling the game, while our lovely Rachel Edwards from the Honey Badger. Say hi, Rachel. Rachel, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Rachel! Whatever.
No. Alright, so since Rachel appears to not have a headset or a mic that is working currently. Alright, so and we also have John, who is not of Honey Badger fame, and he's going to be he's going to be our senpai. He's going to be the main character of this particular journey. So we are disabling adult content simply because we don't want YouTube taking us down. But otherwise, we will be playing through the game at least a little bit, and if this is actually a hit, we might play farther. So let us start. A light breeze caused the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This popular retreat for couples in the summer, the deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Oh, that's you.
Just how long am I expected to wait here anyways? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m.
Yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more a fan of the letter in the locker, but this, at least this way, shows a bit of initiative. Man, you are a bit of an egocentric, aren't you there, John? As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently fall from the white-painted sky, and they are the only sign of time passing. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustle of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Rachel?
Rachel is
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead, Rachel.
I just gotta go get the...
Read.
I just gotta get the other headphones, and for some reason my screen isn't weird.
Okay,
So you can...
I can read them?
Yep.
Hisao, you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. Yes, because I have such a dainty voice. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to 100 times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race.
Iwanako, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours?
Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result? Pathetic. Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried.
I'm here. I have a sandwich.
But bump. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst from my chest and claim this girl for itself.
That sounds like a bad sign.
So
here
we are out in the cold.
Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so slightly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine and she lazily twirls her dark hair around her finger. Oh, hold on. I can't deal with this anymore. Hold on. I'm turning up the text speed. It is fucking ridiculous. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could force a word out if I tried. You see, I wanted to know, if you'd go out with me. I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisao? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but that only sends a spike of blinding pain along my arms. Hisao! My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror.
Oh.
Hisao! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak in the knees. The world around me, the cacophony of bare branches in the dull winter sky, and Wanako running towards me, all fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help, and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Alright guys, so that was a great start. We just killed our main protagonist.
Well,
no, he's not. No, he's not dead. He's not. No, he's not dead.
There we go. Four Leaf Studios presents. Alright, can someone who isn't me, who doesn't need to focus on this, go into the chat and see if anyone is watching / talking? I am amazed by the fact that this was a 4chan game and how well done it is.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Anons get shit done.
Yes.
Yep. When they have a goal, I mean...
They did it exceptionally well.
Yes, they're very good.
Japan doesn't like it very much, though, but who gives a fuck?
Actually, no, some of them do. Apparently they did a translation out there as well. Some did.
Was that the April Fool's translation, or...?
No. Some people did actually try. Also, I've now figured out that I spent the first part of it not completely screen sharing, so every time I wasn't talking, the screen was down. Whoops. But now it isn't.
Well, that would explain a lot.
Yeah, it would.
Everything is paused on my end on the screen. Did you pause it, or...?
No, it's been 4 months since my heart attack.
Oh man, like, it's lagging really bad on my... Shit.
Could you tell me if it's lagging in the computer? Or on YouTube? In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time. You know what? John, can you read this?
That whole time, I can probably count the number of times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way I can run another thing.
Where is Andrew?
Andrew had to go talk to his mom.
Yeah, he had to go watch a show with her.
A strange one, a foreign alien one that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. Cause the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal.
Mm.
Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. A miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. Really didn't do anything to cheer me up.
Aren't you just a bundle of laughs?
Well, I just discovered I'm dying. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital and recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized the only reason I'd gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had turned into a class project.
Wow. Dude.
Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had...
Hanako.
By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanaka was the last to stop visiting.
Aww.
After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyways.
Are you kidding me? Okay, let me pause for a second and say that if my crush suddenly had an incurable condition and I visited him every day, I'd find something to talk about.
Yeah, I'm glad you dumped that shallow bitch.
Yeah, I know. Like we're so glad he's so.
Yeah.
Like, really, get a good one. Come on.
You heart condition for saving me from a pretty but shallow woman. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again.
So she likes you until she discovers that you have an incurable condition, at which point she says nothing.
Maybe the incurable condition is trying to save me. The hospital? It's really not a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. In the first month or so, I'd ask the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So idly, I observed the scar those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking that it's some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there's at least some hope.
God. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why. Oh, that's you.
At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why. I just did.
Clearly this man has 2 voices in his head. The anima and the animus. That's definitely the anima.
Oh.
Okay, go on.
Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of moving within.
Purple prose warning. Purple prose warning.
fucking phrasing, Hisao.
A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was.
Dude, I have that all the time. It doesn't come from, like, having a life-threatening illness.
But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself.
Nonchalance, huh, man? What a dime a dozen dictionary you are.
He's not nonchalant, he's pissed, and he's covering up. What? Ugh. These pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry.
Dude, just let it out. This is...
Let it go, let it go.
Let it go! We don't want to get sued by Disney.
But that happened only rarely. And I couldn't even cry.
Oh man, does it affect your, like, tear ducts too?
Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but whatever, blah, blah, blah. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not even a party.
No, dude, you died, and they're just happy to see you dead.
This is a ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and setting them aside as to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did.
Yep. Ah! Sorry, if I hit the wrong mouse button, it does that.
Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks at me in the eyes for a moment.
Hello, oh, it's another guy. Hello, Hisao. How are you today?
I don't even answer him, but I smile a little back at him.
I believe you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription.
The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly.
So many!
I take it from his hand and look at myself. Take a look at myself, feeling, how am I supposed to react to this?
Well, you know, you are getting out of the hospital. Whoa!
The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Yes, it is. Side effects, adverse effects, contraindications, blah, blah, blah. Dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day.
All this for the rest of my life?
I'm afraid that it is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the list fade over the years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all.
Oh!
Also spoken with your parents and you're going to blah, blah, blah. No, it's okay. What? Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. The way he says it. He tells me he knew full well I wouldn't like it. Am I to be homeschooled?
Oh, dear. Because that's the worst possible thing.
Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored.
We all understand your education is paramount. However, I don't think it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students.
Disabled? What am I?
It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby.
Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. if I really was that free, there would be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point.
Man, dude. Has it not hit you that this is life-threatening?
It's just a heart condition. What are you? Yeah.
Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. Wow. We went out there and had a look a couple weeks back. I think you'd like it. Wow. So we set this all up behind your back, kid. Don't worry. You have zero choice in this matter.
It looks like I really don't have a choice.
Called it.
No shit.
Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. Wow, way to guilt the shit out of the sick kid, Doc.
This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. That's Dad, not Doc. Oh, there you go.
Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one...
The special school, that's actually good. Remember, the previous students only visited you because either the one girl thought you were hot and didn't realize you had a heart condition, and the rest of them did it just because they got class credit.
Yeah, I do want to point that out.
An insult. That's what I want to say. It's a step down.
It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help, one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't need to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues is in another hospital as a graduate.
I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. Huh.
Wow, kid. Wow.
I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now.
Jesus Christ.
It's funny. I had always thought my life was kind of boring, but now I miss it. Cut my life into pieces. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I could go back to school every day, but no.
Crawling in my skin.
These wounds, they will not heal. I didn't say anything. The fact that I know now it's futile.
Oh, God.
I look around the room feeling very tired of all this. A hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult.
Okay. Can I take a moment? Real talk here. I do have a disability. And yeah, I'm hoping this kid gets a bit of an attitude adjustment before we go much further. Just so you're all aware. But there you go.
I'm still trying to figure out what's going on exactly.
There really isn't. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I did that line. Next.
Sorry, I'm trying to... what's going on is we are reading through a dating game based around the idea of a disabled school. Because...
Ooh, Fault in Our Stars, awesome.
I'm reading off Senpai, who's right now whining like a little bitch. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That's all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like.
Yeah, so he has a heart condition that's... It's arrhythmia, basically. And, this dating sim takes place completely in a school that he's going to for 24-hour observation, basically. And it basically It's a bunch of different girls with different disabilities, and you have to choose which one you want to go after.
This sounds hilarious.
Always a narco.
The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially.
Look at that.
A narco is not the best grill.
Damn, nigga, that gate be pimping, yo.
Is there,
Yeah,
is there a girl with Tourette's?
There is not a girl with Tourette's, no.
Damn it.
Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a hole that didn't feel welcoming at all.
Oh, come on, dude. It's a gate. It's just a gate. It is only a gate. Stop reading into it.
I wondered if it probably looked like
Yeah, it's a nice bloody gate, though. I mean, who designed that gate?
should look like.
Somebody designed it.
I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I answered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. Yes,
Metaphor!
yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I walked towards the main building of Yamako Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking stuff to my dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me.
Parent of the fucking Year award goes to these two.
I want to go to Yamaka Academy. It sounds very Jewish to me.
The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things.
Question, is this Comic Sans?
It looks like Comic Sans. Not quite.
No, it is not.
It's prettier than Comic Sans.
Okay.
I see menorahs everywhere.
Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's what I tell myself. A few belief he's too big and too many for just a school.
Hello, Rachel.
Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about school.
Hi.
It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this at my new school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Oh, shut the fuck up. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's quiet. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension.
Oh, shut up!
The trees, some with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me, catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals. Oh, for fuck's sake, again. How they say that operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color.
Oh,
Okay, did any of you write this script?
no!
Okay, I'll
No.
This was written by 4chan, and I was part of the committee that started it, but I never got anywhere. Like, not the committee. I was in the thread that started the idea, and then the 4chan studio sprung from this.
Was this like written
Blowers.
bad?
No, I think this is actually as good as they could make it. I don't know. I don't remember the idea being to write it as bad as it was.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Still a better love story than Twilight, guys.
I agree.
So why am I feeling so
That's
anxious?
not really a good bar to set. ...
Dot.
Dot,
Well-
dot.
Only
Well,
after.
okay, I can give you guys some hints on...
Hold on. Rachel, what are you saying?
Okay, I was gonna say that I can give you some hints on what girl, like, you can,
Don't.
depending on what you want. No. I'm saying that regardless of what girl that you want, the decisions you're gonna make in a few minutes are gonna decide what path you end up going on. I'm not gonna tell you. All I'm gonna say is that if introverted girls are your kind of deal, you're gonna want to go to the library.
Shut up!
Fine.
Shut up!
Fine, I'll shut up.
Only after part of the haughty main building, I surprised myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life, I could return to.
Oh, But still, after entering, there's absolutely no way you can go back
I
anymore.
can go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I open the front door. Rachel, don't spoil it, you fuck. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's still only logical.
Oh God.
You must be nah.
No, we have Darkstar now. Hold on.
Darkstar.
Darkstar.
Yes.
Read that.
Read that.
You must be no Nikki?
Nakai.
Nakai?
No,
you're only reading Tall Man.
Yeah, Muto.
So you are excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is
Muto.
I don't have a few. Okay, Muto. Welcome.
We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch.
I heard the nurse ask you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now.
Okay. Oh, should I go later?
Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already.
Waiting for me. I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying.
Do you want to introduce yourself to the class?
All right. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class?
Yeah, of course.
You want to? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal?
Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention.
Which you just said you didn't, for a point.
Yeah. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right. No problem. Right. No, I read hiss out. Everything that's green, it's me. Right, but it's no problem.
Let's go then.
I heard his pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs.
Dude, you're just nervous. Stop.
Third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Muto opens the door and enters.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm late again.
I hesitate for a split second on the door, freezing on the spot. Ah, get a grip. This is a big step, I know it. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. The entire wall taken up by blackboards, and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books, and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient.
Okay.
I stop walking in front of this classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I notice one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway while introducing me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone's looking at me. A girl with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible.
Look at that guy in the background.
Mm-hmm. These are all interestingly different styles. I'm just pointing this out.
There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing.
When did a retarded Milo get in this class?
I don't. Where? You in the front?
Right here.
A guy in green. Yeah. So, but shouldn't his hair be a little more spiky then? Like.
Kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in.
Yeah, pink hair is pretty much not a natural hair color, dude.
Yeah. This is
Welcome to my new
Japanese
class.
dating sim sort of thing.
He claps his hands and so does everyone else, except the one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little bit, hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. Oh.
Jazz hands!
A collective silence tells me I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope I can get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with what little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gotten worse. ... I listen to the teacher as he drones on about getting along while letting my gaze sweep along across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump.
Yeah.
Makes me feel a little bad. Aww. Okay, Darkstar. Darkstar!
Yeah, hold on.
Danger
What did you
zone.
do? No. I'm going to be doing some group work today, so that I'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
That's good. You can work with... I'm not even going to try.
Hakamichi.
Yeah, that retarded chick in the back. Over there. Her.
Anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right?
She can explain it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, no. The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces we'll be working in groups of 3. Hey, Scruffy.
Oh shit.
It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression.
Oh shit.
Hakamichi is right. Shizune
Hakamichi right there. Hakamichi.
As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window.
I'll read it, I guess.
I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you.
Wait, I'm waiting for it to show up on my end.
Okay.
Shit. For some reason, it's taking its sweet-ass time.
Laugh.
No, really, for some reason it's
Laugh.
like... Huh?
You already did.
I'm caught off guard by her laughter.
I can't see shit for some reason, to be honest.
Okay, I'll do it. It's nice to meet you too.
But... And then... It's nice to meet you too, but...
You're about 5 seconds behind us, aren't you?
Yeah, lagging. Like, it wasn't lagging before, though. For some reason, I'm lagging now.
Just read it.
I'm not Hakamichi, I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi Shi-chan.
Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. Looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once, nonchalantly, to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely.
Yeah, she looks like she's got Down syndrome, too.
No.
A short, yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored.
That's what they're doing.
It's nice to meet you. She's a mutie. She meets Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher is messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you.
Oh, God.
I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was, Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She said it's nice to meet you two. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like an interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. Hik-chan, right?
Hik-chan?
Yep, it fits, doesn't it?
Did I just say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how.
It fits. You look just like I imagined.
Oh, crap. I've got a stalker already.
You look just like a Hik-chan.
I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Akamichi tapped her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gestured back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a bit overwhelmed. Misha!
I'm sorry, things aren't showing up on my end, like...
Sorry about that.
Sorry, I don't know. Go on.
Shi-chan wants to know that she's a class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her.
Yes, I'll try to get to that deaf girl.
Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it.
Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today.
That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school, either. Always. Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Right, Chi-chan?
I think this girl's going to give me diabetes just...
Rachel's doing a good job.
Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother with that or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I didn't say anything, and Misha signed something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seemed like it was about me. I feel like something over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply.
Are we kidding here? Do you have, like, zero self-confidence to go along with your, like, apparent heart condition? What?
Are you not talking like you have a...
You look down. Are you okay?
No, woman, you're giving me diabetes.
Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test.
I already want to ask this chick stupid questions.
Right.
Oh, and another thing, you don't have to call Shik-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Yep, Shizune is fine.
Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, and I feel like it would be an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess.
Huh? Oh,
Exclamation point.
It says, Huh? Oh, right. We haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shi-chan will get mad.
The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class.
That too.
That ... brownie face.
Shizune looks pissed.
Jimmy glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that.
I would like to say that someone just said you can call Shizune whatever you want. She won't hear it. But
There you go. Okay, I get the message. Jeez, senpai.
After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay?
The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long.
so, like any school assignment?
Still, we finished a few minutes earlier than anyone else in this class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. Well, do they play well together? They look quite different. The class rep is calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch.
In school and university, anything can happen.
Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs.
Can we just have a comment about the really creepy artwork? Just
I know it gets worse too. Like, wait till you see some of the other artwork, it gets weird.
Alright. We descended into the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior.
Those aren't modern seats. I sat on those things when I was in high school.
That looks like a prison. Without bars.
It looks like a regular school cafeteria.
Its big windows open to the courtyard toward the main gate.
Those are some big windows right there. I mean, look at the size of the... Oh, I guess that's windows.
Yeah, I think those are coverings of some kind over it.
I see.
That. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sorry, it's not showing up on my end.
It's the cafeteria!
Oh, God.
I'm excited about that.
Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets.
Oh, okay.
Dude, are you complaining about that?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients.
Oh, come on, dude.
Dude!
Just take the pork pie and leave.
I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table sitting on.
Okay, what did you guys click on before? Because before everything was working pretty nice. Like, I can't see shit in time right now.
Hey, Rachel, reload your page and it might help.
Yeah, it might work.
I'm also going to do something.
Okay.
I'm going to screen share with everyone. And I'm going to present to everyone.
All right,
there we go.
Give me a second. I need to do something. Not technical.
Oh, okay. So, just going to say that the designs of these characters, for what they are really well done. Though I have noticed that there are some boob differentials when Shizune turns to face the left side and stands up a little straighter. One of her boobs.
I feel bad that as a male I did not notice that, and you did.
Well, it's just like her boobs look like they're stretched rather weirdly, so I'm assuming it's just something that came with the artwork. But yes.
It's phantom stretching. This place is haunted by a perverted ghost.
Clearly.
As I nibble indifferently at the food item. Oh, for fuck's sake! Dude, it's just food. You should coax me inside to get my attention.
I'm back.
You're going in and out, dude.
I'm back.
as I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat. Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune.
Shizune, ...
Yeah, Shizune, ...
Frown.
Frowny face.
Stand sign so the point escapes me.
Hmm.
Maybe looking at a person who talks to you as proper and polite?
Do you want to know something?
What?
About anything. We're your guide, so you should ask if there's something.
I wonder. Ask about the library first? Ask about the library.
Alright, so I know what John wants to do, but what about everyone?
Yeah, I would suggest ask about the library.
Do you care, Darth?
Unless you want to fuck the blind girl.
That's not the library. I'm just asking about.
For the love of God.
Is there a library in the school?
Blind girls
I'm
sounds
into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Risha gives me
Not blind girl, I mean deaf girl, I mean.
Risha gives me a frown. It makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again.
There is. It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime.
Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something.
Well, man, we've been discovered, Rachel.
No
I
shit.
know, right? Wait till you meet the guy in the dormitories.
God. I quickly note the conversation and sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of her rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence.
Someone's gonna have to read for me because it just looks black on my end.
Misha and she don't notice it or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse.
There we go, I can see it now.
I'm left wondering about her even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange, as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't.
Freezing.
Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school.
No way. You've just had traumatic experiences and you've just moved somewhere new. You're fine. You're fine, dude. Stop complaining.
In my skin. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me feel like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless.
Okay.
What a fucking drama queen.
Well, before long, the final bell rings. It's finally over for the day.
Oh, it gets better.
Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. ...
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hik-chan. We've got to hurry already, since there is a lot of work for us to do.
Some fucking guides you are.
Are you sure that this was not written by Wizard Chan? ...
You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Oh, wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? We can at least show you that much.
Well,
No, look at her boobs in this screenshot, Darth.
Stop noticing the boobs! I feel dirty looking at cartoon boobs.
Underage girl. Yes,
Well, like Misha's boobs are obviously much larger. I mean, shit.
Yeah, but this is so out of. This is like they're so out of whack.
It's really, really, really bad that you're actually doing a critical analysis of boobs.
Underage crippled girl boobs.
It gets better.
Come on, then. Rachel.
Rachel.
Yeah. Oh, come on. The nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside.
Yippee!
Full of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When you get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. ...
This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool.
How is that official? ...
With a confused look on her face.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I can't see anything.
Great job.
It stopped on my end.
Okay.
Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there, too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Well, gee, thanks for guiding me around. I walk in, hoping that this really will only be a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text "Head Nurse" and a nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter.
All right, Darth.
His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk.
You don't know how to use a fucking cup holder? A coaster?
Hello there. What can I do for you today?
I can't.
He's young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples on his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles.
I fucking can't.
No, wait a minute. Is there a way to seduce him, though?
No, I don't think so.
Are you the nurse? He smiles, but has heard the very same question hundreds of times.
Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no?
Why are you giving him a big old black man voice?
All right, sir.
I'm a big old... I'm sorry, that's
I'm trying to do my best Sulu voice, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, so wait, your best Zulu voice sounds like a big old black man.
Okay, fine, we'll do Earl Jones.
Call me.
You're up, Darth.
You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else.
Oh, of course. I take out my confusion, realizing I should probably grab his extended hand. His extended. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I should probably grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly.
Oh god, this is way too... Okay, we need to fucking put this on Twitter. I swear to God, like, nobody knows that we're doing this.
Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai.
All right, guys. Just I'm going to drop in the gamergate the link so we can spread this around.
Because really, yeah. Because...
I line up with Revelation, and he snaps his fingers.
Oh god, he winked at you.
Oh my god,
yeah.
he's blushing.
Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file this morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart and muscle deficiency, right?
He gestures to me as I sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes?
I'd totally get off on that thing.
Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough. I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, most physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, especially at night. So even never call if there's a problem.
Knock 3 times on the ceiling.
If you want me.
Famous 24-hour nursing staff.
Bone chicka wong wong.
Wow, this is like a hospital.
So never hesitate to call us if there's a problem.
Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery. Well, here anyway. It blacked out, so I had to improvise. Sorry.
It's okay.
Let's go.
Hold on.
Shit got really interesting, you know.
I need a-
If I move away from it, apparently it blacks out. Is it back up?
Yeah, that's fine. It just did it temporarily.
Hey, nurse, I need a hot beef injection. I don't feel so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it.
He's so and smiling man OTP. We've got at least one person on our side, Rachel.
I know.
Just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school.
You'll get used to it, I promise.
I'm sure I'll get used to it, sugar.
Oh, shit.
I'm not so sure of myself, but I don't let the nurse know it.
Now, let me find your file again.
Well, he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks around. I let my gaze wander. The epitome of generic, I'd have to say. Beige walls and dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. The ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all 4 walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups.
All the food groups.
Oh yeah. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it.
So you already have your medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills early every morning. Oh, it won't be much help.
Smile.
Oh, sorry.
Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing?
Well, I do some fencing. He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Oh, well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates.
Ooh, that's wicked foolish. All right, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you to refrain from doing that, at least for the time being.
He's so flustered right now.
Oh, okay. My mental reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I'd rather lick it. I guess I never did it out of the burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do.
Any kind of concussion you may have might be dangerous to your heart. And risking another attack, it's not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of that cause in your papers.
Oh, not exactly.
I popped my first boner.
I said the question acceptably, and he glances over me at his papers with a more serious expression on his face.
That is not a serious expression. That is an I just ate a full lemon expression.
That is an I just came expression.
That is a you have no idea what I plan to do to you. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, and so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you'll really need to such heavy measures.
Oh my.
Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe. There's good pool here.
Uh-huh. So I was told.
You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself.
He wags his finger to emphasize his point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already.
Absolutely. No unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
Okay, stop it.
One more time.
Yeah, the music is getting louder.
He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content.
Content indeed.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the music stopped because he came. That's the joke.
Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need anything else.
Okay. I'm ushered out before I realize it. A quick visit indeed.
So, just so everyone's aware, Keystao and Smiling Man just totally had a thing going on. And, I don't think we're actually going to be going after any girls. We're just going to be visiting the nurse lot in our Let's Play Katawa Shojo. Because that is clearly something that will happen.
Oh god, I don't think we really can't. It's all just choices like a
Oh wait, we have to be heterosexual in this one? Damn it.
Yeah, I know. I like Smiling Men too.
I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same.
I want to say something. He goes for his daily injections. The injections are his penis.
Big injection.
Everybody thinks that's funny.
The first real thing I get at the other students, what the fuck are you talking about?
There are no other students.
So I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate of their dorms. Everyone seems to know what they're going. What students? And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. And again, neither do I.
Someone's telling us to go for the Kenji ending. I forget that wasn't...
No, don't go for the Kenji ending.
Does that make me one of them?
Oh, stop prosing and just go somewhere.
Does that make me one of them? One of us? Dot. I should go somewhere too to prevent me from getting lost. Finally! It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorm, set a little way apart from the main building complex.
Uh-oh, here comes Kenji.
There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorm, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere.
That is an amazing smell. What are you talking about, you idiot?
Also, fresh-cut grass. Isn't that what cyanide smells like? Maybe you should be. The smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket.
Well, that's not our fault.
Room 119.
That's 911 backwards, you idiots.
Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of my dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and the doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators and the ends of the hallways. Hold on a second. Pause for 1 fucking second. You had, 5 minutes of description about what the outside of the building looked like. Several paragraphs of description of the gate. Several paragraphs of description about the grass, and you can't even tell me what your fucking dorm looks like?
Oh, we're gonna see it in a moment.
Just like I poked the head around the corner of the common room door. Inside are a few students watching the telly. Someone nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the telly. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me.
That's super stereotypical, but okay.
I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small quarters branch off from the main hallway. One of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower as well as 4 rooms.
That is nothing like what most dorms look like.
Around halfway down the hall, I spy room 119.
Yeah, a real dorm room would have like tears down the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Nameplates on the rooms are adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Just the 2 of us. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly.
Does anybody else get that feeling that there should be 2 little girls in blue dresses holding hands?
Yes.
It gets better. Here he goes. Here it comes.
Hello, is anyone home? From inside I hear a few movements. Then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open.
Here we go.
A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses.
Who is it?
Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would you have eyeglasses?
Can I do the voice?
Okay. Rachel, do it.
If he was, hold on. Keep clicking. Click the next thing.
He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Ew.
Hisao Nakai.
No, that's me.
No.
Moving into the next room, I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization. He stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm.
Oh, sup, dude?
Sup, dude? Name's King.
No, that's way too cool of a voice for him. He's really
Oh, so he's a... Okay.
Rachel,
real dork.
Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji.
Hi.
I can't see shit. Yeah.
I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome.
Hold on, I'm gonna wait for this fucking thing to show up.
We
We need a really dorky sound voice for this guy. It gets better.
Can we actually get Darth to sound dorky? I don't think that's possible.
No, I don't think so.
I can do Smeagol.
No. Like there were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier.
It was probably my parents.
Your parents? You sure? Because it could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover.
His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures.
You're a brave man, Hisao. Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself.
Rachel's like sounding like she's just sounding like a paranoid hooker.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna get better. Well, the voice I actually imagined probably more like a Nephinor voice, to be honest.
If we could drag Nephinor in here.
No, we need Otter. We need Otter for this guy.
No, Otter is too nice. Like, this guy is definitely a paranoid guy.
Yeah, does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a minute.
A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably.
What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eye and leans closer again.
Closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it.
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
That he turns, fumbles around for a moment, inserts the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide my key into the lock of the door marked 119. Okay. Beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. What do you mean? That's a pleasant cream color.
Yeah, I mean, this is like...
Yeah, the room looks like shit.
Yeah, like I'm trying to consider what kind of color that is.
I would say cream. It's cream-colored walls and a blank, and it's with a cherry-colored pillow with purple. But this is very pleasant. It's no one's room personal like my hospital room was.
No, actually, you could switch up the comforter, dude, and it would actually look quite nice. You put some posters on the wall.
Yeah, I know, this is really pretty. I mean, my bags are sitting at the foot of my bed looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. Huh? Closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts.
Hi, Hichan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They say if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Okay, what kind of parents don't know the exact measurement of the kid they're sending off to boarding school? Like...
To crippled boarding school.
I know.
Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would have been something to do. Wait, what? Tired?
Stop complaining, dude!
He's such a
Stop
fucking
complaining.
Also, weren't you just too tired to go get dinner?
So now you want to unpack? Oh my god.
Dude, make up your mind. It's still too early.
He's like, oh, bitch.
I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. I gotta go pick up my wife.
I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do.
Clearly, it's all the hospital's fault that you are doing the evil thing called reading.
The restless urge keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. Dude, just wank one off. I was pretty nervous about it before coming. The entire day, too.
Before coming. Crazy.
Well, call the nurse. He said he'd help you out if you needed any.
You'd think with that quickie you would have been just fine. I mean, come on, dude.
Damn, I have to distract myself somehow so I won't be this unnatural all the time.
Dude, just wink.
Just fucking rub one out, Jesus.
Tomorrow I'll borrow some books from the library. No.
What books? What books are you going to...
But for now...
Oh, look at that illustration. I am very pleased with that illustration.
The bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye.
No, wait, dude, it's not worth it. Just, no, don't.
No, he's just going to take the meds he needs to.
Oh, okay.
I pick one up and shake it just to hear the contents.
Wait, you thought he was going to commit suicide?
Oh, my God. No, he wouldn't be able to bitch if he committed suicide.
Oh yeah, true. He needs to be alive to bitch.
Yeah.
I pick one up and take it just to hear the contents rattle inside and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. The sound of 2 tablets daily to stay alive.
That is not protocol to put on pharmaceuticals. That's not what they do.
Take 2 tablets daily.
If you want to stay alive.
It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well.
Oh.
Okay.
It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have?
Oh,
No,
bitch,
wait a minute. Bitch, moan, whine, complain. Your problems can be fixed by taking pills.
Hey, what choice do you have? Maybe you could choose to stop whining.
My life is mildly inconvenienced. I should eat all of these pills. Just so you're aware, that's what he sounds like he's saying nigh constantly, as far as I can hear. So, yeah.
With a sigh, in my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosage.
Oh dear, I have to take care of myself. Whatever shall I do? I mean, diabetics should just roll over and die because that's exactly what they have to do.
Don't tell him not to have heart problems. Tell his heart not to act up.
No. I'm victim blaming. I'm sorry.
I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time.
You know, that's what happens after you rub one out.
You know, honestly, I'm going to be blunt. I'm going to be blunt. I feel for people who have medical conditions who need to take care of themselves. But as someone who does have a medical condition who does need to take care of herself, it's just something you have to do.
Yeah.
There's no alternative. You can't sit and whine, which is why I'm rubbing this guy up and down and left and right.
I remember being in the hospital after I was sent to the ER for dehydration and an intestinal disease. I was too painful to whine. I was in too much pain to whine constantly. Sorry. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, it's just comically. It's really bad when we actually read it out loud.
Warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is my ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore.
Oh, come on.
The night beckons me, and I feel the cold, unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine.
Oh, come on. No. You know how I can shorten this? I had trouble falling asleep.
There, just click through all of it.
She's like, oh, bitch, until he wakes up. Through.
I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. The world you knew, it's... you... Oh, come on. Katawa Shojo! Okay, he's done sleeping, so we had our private time away from his bitching, so now we have to go back to it. I wake up in a strange room. Wait, did the nurse come and take you away?
All morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I'd forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night.
Okay, so you just woke up with the sun. That's not too bad.
Do. This is my room, isn't it?
Okay, I can't say that this is bitching. I mean, the first day that you wake up, you get that little bit of a...
Yeah. This is reasonable.
Magic Bubbles Head says, what a game. Yeah, it's a pretty bad game.
My room. This is the third room this year I'm supposed to call mine.
Okay, now you're getting to the point where you're bitching a little, dude.
Not quite yet. Various things around here remind me that it is indeed me who is supposed to be the one living here. It's not bitching, it's just being verbose. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk. My numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open the bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet.
Why were you deliberating? I mean, you know what you have to take. Are you deliberating taking them, or how much you're supposed to
for fuck's sake.
give?
I down them with a taster of water without thinking about the chemistry.
What chemistry?
Are you Jesse Pinkman now? My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes.
Really?
This feels like I'm reading what a 13-year-old girl thinks. This feels like...
It reads like young adult fiction is what it reads like.
It reads like I'm reading what a 13-year-old girl thinks a 13-year-old boy thinks.
Because we're going to sit here and say that it's probably not, Yeah.
Anyway. I'm saying, was this written by a teenage girl?
This was written by the entirety of 4chan getting together and trying to make a dating sim.
Oh, fuck me.
So clearly the entirety of 4chan just kind of evens out to a 13-year-old girl.
Or at least they believe that teenage boys are whiny little girls.
Weirdly enough, the Chan sites do actually have a disproportionate number of girls on them.
They do? Wow.
It makes sense that a girl wrote this, actually.
The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one.
I'm glad you can actually distinguish between artificial or generic detergent and, everything else.
Now he has a super scent.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a school uniform as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before.
Then why are you complaining about it?
Score 1 for Captain Obvious. That goes for other things, too. So far, this place seemed more or less like a normal school.
Score 2 for Captain Obvious.
Except for the people.
Oh, come on! Everything about this school is normal except for the people who I'm one of. I have to keep having this victim complex. Oh my god, I just realized it. It's an SJW.
I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures.
Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. You just fucking get up. You know what does pass for normal around here? What do people do?
Exactly what every other people do, and every other people place, and every other people part of this people world.
I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after.
You know, I just had a weird thought. Like, I wonder if the girl with no arms, like, has problems masturbating. I wonder if she does that with her feet too.
No, she just has to rub up against something.
I guess so.
I mean,
just use your mouth to move grab the bottom of the vibrator with your mouth, set it against something, and then sit down.
Yeah, you just basically have to aim well.
Well, you have to have a dildo though. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that difficult to acquire one.
I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after class yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one.
Yay!
All through classes, the question remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups.
You know, the heavy question of whether there are clubs in a school that exist in Japan and therefore probably has clubs.
Yep, it does.
Okay, if I had anything to know, I should ask her. ... Is she blushing?
No, she's not blushing. She's looking at you like you've grown a third head.
She crossed her arms and shifted her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so the top is perfect and evenly flat.
Okay. ... Frowny face with blush.
Now she's going tsundere. Can't I just write out something to her?
Yeah.
She's the fucking. She's the fucking tsundere one here. I swear to God.
Sorry, C-chan. Is there something you want? Oh, your turn. Great job.
I can't see anything.
Sorry, C-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hee-chan.
My first thought, she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, for fuck's sake. ...
Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there really isn't anything else to do. Because clearly having disabilities means we don't have anything to do except go to a school for a disability, and there's no way that we can function in normal society.
There are also
school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school
is to help out with it, doing whatever. So you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too.
Sure. What's a festival about?
It's a it's like a Japanese school festival, to be perfectly honest. Which is when all the clubs and stuff each have their own little booth thing.
Misha freezes.
Yeah. I
don't know, Hee-chan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from the area, so...
God damn.
She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out.
I can see it now.
Glasses at the head of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. ...
Huh? Oh. Who cares?
Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Suzune's words at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning in our direction. Not so loud. ...
Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time.
What the fuck? ...
Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes.
The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shouts a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Chizuni doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care. ... Your turn.
It's frozen on my
We're
end.
in the middle of class and should start working.
What a brilliant idea.
That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right. He-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining in a club? And what the hell happened to Shizune's face? What the hell?
Wait, I can't see shit. Oh, that one, yeah. What the fuck, I see it. A cat is fine too. A cat is fine too.
Jesus, now...
Okay, hold on.
What? Why is the deaf girl getting on her rape face?
Is that a rape face?
It certainly looks like it. And the worst part is it's just an emoji. It's the emoji I use all the time to show I'm happy or pleased. Okay.
It could have been my eyes playing my tricks, and I think I saw suspicious glance exchange between them. This phone is also changed. It does it every other word anyway. I was thinking about it. Damn it, Scruffy! Stop interfering with my. We look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently toward the door. She doesn't seem like she was working in a group, and no one seems to notice her but me.
Clearly this is a ghost.
I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl, go, be nice to her, because she's going to rise from the dead and murder her. Why doesn't he say anything?
Hey, Jen, is something wrong?
Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or is Misa just looking at me after the girl who left? No, nothing. ...
Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you?
Oh, Misha, you're so subtle. I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really.
Wow. Just say what you think.
Do you want to have lunch together then?
Sure.
Yay! Look at that happy face. ...
Yay!
It fucking.
Yay! Wahaha! Okay, He-chan, perfect!
The rest of class passed uneventfully. The girl with long hair never came back. Before I have time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything.
She's pissed. Shizune is pissed.
Yes, it is. Impossible. Misha.
Really?
Sorry, I can't see shit. I can't see shit
Really?
on land. Like it decided it was going to.
I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha's always moving her hands and citing not only at everything she says, but whatever anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Should I face Shizuni? I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really? Shizuni can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time getting used to.
Yeah, generally you want to look at the person who you're talking to, even if there's an interpreter.
Wait a second. It's about something, and it's completely understandable. I just want to thank. Let's have a moment of silence for him bitching about something and it not being completely emo.
Completely mundane. Like, this is a legitimate concern and something that you have to deal with when dealing with people who are deaf. But yes, the answer to your question, sir, is you normally look at people who you are talking to, even if there's an interpreter.
Yep,
You wouldn't. But let's have that moment of silence. Oh, you just ruined it, Rachel.
I'm sorry.
It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizuni's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her.
Look at that competitive glare. Look at that open smile and bright, wide eyes. That's totally a glare.
I've never noticed how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze.
Dude, already? You've been here like 2 days.
He's ready to pop a boner.
Dude,
dot.
And it's pretty clear she wants her trousers.
Are you sure, Hick-chan?
Very sure.
Why'd you want to give it to her?
Dot.
Glasses girl. There are more interesting girls in the game.
You're wrong, Hick-chan.
Because
I don't want to be the slowest one in this class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
God damn it. Oh, God damn it, you guys.
Shizuni pushes her glasses up to the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks her bag, looking at me expectantly. I don't look supposed to have lunch with them.
Dot. Where do you want to eat?
The cafeteria?
Ha, that's so plain. Okay, let's go.
Oh, God. Like, yours is even worse.
I know. I can't really pitch my voice up very well.
Oh, well, I was going to eat you, but...
Well, I guess.
At my old school, I'd like to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year.
Oh, come on.
I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizuni and Misha pull towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in the classroom outdoors. I saw some of my classmates at boxed lunches.
Okay, dude, why are you overanalyzing where people are?
After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left earlier.
Alright.
Go ahead, Chan. You want to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right?
Dot.
Right, Shi-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first.
Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me, and Misha straightens her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech.
Yeah, it's not showing up on my end.
Hugh-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in?
I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot.
Huh. There's a book club, right, Shi-chan? Right. But it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now because apparently we put arbitrary limits on how many people can be in a club. Sorry, Hee-chan. It's apparently a really popular club.
It's a really popular club.
Dot.
Okay, but more to the point, Hee-chan. Does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind?
Not really.
Dot.
I can't do shit. It's like for some reason it just like pauses on my end.
Good, great. That's great, He-chan. Really great. Ha 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 ha. Wah ha 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 ha.
Why is it so great?
No reason.
Oh god.
Well, He-chan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. We can have an orgy right here, right now. Student council.
Fuck student council.
I didn't know that you knew that it was called an orgy. Okay.
I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup just to tell me that.
Wait a minute. You live in Japan where every single school almost has some kind of student council. And you didn't know the school had a student council? Dude.
I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. And she's blushing.
She is.
Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in the manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Dude, can't you just write stuff down? ...
Yeah, hold on. There we go.
Ha ha ha. Right? He-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should join.
This would be a nice time to remind everybody that you have other options of different clubs in the game. You don't have to be in student council if you don't want to.
Why?
What? Why? Because if you choose student council...
That's what the character said, okay.
I'm saying if you choose student council, you're probably gonna fuck
Shut up! I'm closing my...
Well, for one, we could hang out every day, He-chan. She-chan and I are both in the student council, which is really only the two of us, and we're kind of lonely. And as much as we're obviously lesbians for each other, we kind of want a dick. Actually, She-chan is the president, which means she totally gets to tell me what to do. It's kind of hot.
I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not be exactly the most unbiased people to talk about this with. Clearly. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. ...
Of course, we're not trying to
get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to...
John, it's your line.
I know, I'm just saying. So you're admitting that. ...
No, we admit nothing. I mean, He-chan, of course it would be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it.
But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. And my vagina.
Mostly the school.
I call my vagina the school.
That gives entrance exams a whole new meaning.
Yep, it's true, He-chan. Besides, you don't want to spend time with us after school? Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, He-chan? I'm sorry.
School, He-chan?
I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with.
Really, dude? It's been 2 days.
Well, ...
So it's
settled then. Welcome to the student council, He-chan.
What? No.
Ah, see, He-chan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. ...
Oh, so they're going to make it
That's
hard.
right, though. It would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well. She-chan owes me candy now.
You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here.
Someone else is gonna have to go.
Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs to her. That aggressive glint returns to her eyes, because she's clearly a dominatrix. ... Wahahaha! That's interesting, Hichan. Let's play a game!
Doctor? We're playing doctor?
your move, John.
That's not what I said.
Oh, rich man, poor man, Hichan. If you lose, you have to join the student council.
No, absolutely not.
Aw, why not?
Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? ...
Yep.
Yeah, that isn't my goal, but what this means is both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. ...
Hichan,
I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us and that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad.
My heart belongs to the nurse, you fox.
That makes me a sad panda.
Stop trying to get me to cheat on the cute nurse. Sorry. It's hard to tell where Shizune
A
influenced.
panda is fine too.
with a serious look.
In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council.
No.
How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man?
Paper football?
Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle, and then you try to shoot it past the goalposts that the other players make with their fingers.
That's not how we use paper footballs anywhere in the USA. Just putting this out there.
Yes, woman, that's very subtle. I just try to shove something through your fingers. Yeah.
Okay, it's
Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people. Hichan? ... And it's also played by elementary to middle school children, Shichan. Wahaha, that means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men.
Okay, everything they say is just making it worse.
Yeah, I would suggest not join the student council. I mean, fuck this, guys.
Well, I mean, they are clearly trying to lead him into a three-way at this point.
More like the boys from the other boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either.
More than you know.
Anyways, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hichan?
Frowny face.
Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say I'm happy with their attempt to get into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does.
You go, Reed.
Never been on one before, or even known anybody who's a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. ...
Okay, Hichan, how about Risk, the game of world domination?
Oh god, this is so funny.
I just said that in the worst possible way.
Oh shit.
I don't know what that is.
It's really funny, Hichan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything.
Sounds like Shizune would be good at it.
If you want to play, we can after school. ... Aw, really, Shichan? You can play just for fun, Hichan. Shichan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached.
Well, okay.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll see you after school in the student council room. Then, Hichan.
Why there?
Oh god, I can't see anything.
Because that's where we keep the game. And by game, I mean the sex dungeon.
Everyone's counting on me to chill of me.
What are we gonna do on the bed, Hichan?
I promise to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything else. No, Shi-chan, not there. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge I don't mean anything concrete, just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class.
Oh, God.
By the way, this is the longest opening chapter I've ever had, so we're going to have to split this up into, like, chapters now.
I know we are.
During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in the seat without a word, and she just popped by the screen. Yeah, no one seems to notice. If they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. After school.
I'm sorry, go on.
No, after school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. I feel a little offended, but I've been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell.
What's wrong, Hee-chan? ... That's right, we're just going to play a game of Risk, remember?
Self.
By risk, we mean what kind of STDs do we have?
Oh, God.
Hey.
I don't know.
Fair, STDs should be a badge of honor.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I don't know, Misha. This all seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me and torture me until I agree to join the student council.
But then again, that would turn you on, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible.
Yeah, go ahead and get that fantasy into your head, boy.
Getting into the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. Oh, what's that? It makes you two guys being on top of me seem a little silly.
Dun dun. Bound to go well. Dot.
That's not true, Hee-chan. Shi-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed.
Life is threatened?
Oh, God.
Her expression unchanging, Misa signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffled face, and then puts her hand behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerfully. Stop that. I know you heard him. You have no excuse. Unlike Shizune.
Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's very plain, sparsely decorated room, although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than the classroom.
This is my old, like, main psychology room from college. What are you talking about, man?
Wait, what?
There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old-school records and documents. Not much else. In fact, nothing else.
Okay, Hawthorne. Stop describing the damn rose bush and go on.
This is a pretty bleak room. Skip that.
They could at least put a plotted plan in here or something. Oh, wait, now I'm catching it from you.
But there was one line. But the most important thing about the room is it doesn't have any other people.
Oh. Well, that's pretty hard to tell. I mean, clearly we'd have to be blind. Oh, wait.
Oh, God.
So there will be no witnesses.
No witnesses.
Are we early?
Bow, bow.
No!
What do you mean no? Does it mean no one else is coming today? ...
Yeah, that's right.
Before I managed to ask why that's the case, Shizune clapped her hands together very energetically.
Clap, 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 clap. ... Dot?
Hey, Chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? We have to. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up.
No, you can't. Risk is incredibly hard to explain.
While Misha's talking, he takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, I like the particular Risk kind where you can change the board. It's like an anniversary edition.
What are we going to do on the board? After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics of the somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intend to be when I agreed to this.
That's not the only thing rubbing off onto you.
Oh.
Phrasing.
I know.
Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault on two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention.
Dot, dot, dot.
Yeah, I can't see shit. Damn it.
Hold on. He-chan, C-chan wants you to know that you really need to have a different name, because I mess you guys up all the time. Also, you're taking too long to make a move. She-chan also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. Yay!
I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact she would dangle that over my head as an offer means she knows how I care about the outcome of the game. And anyway, no!
Like, seriously, if we choose to join the student council, I'm slapping you.
She-chan and
your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council.
I'm not crazy at all.
You're so competitive, Shizune. You seem to take it as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little more magnanimous.
Magnanimous?
She doesn't seem to know what it means or how it's signed. She pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to me. Hang on, how come I wasn't talking with her? Like,
apparently, only the pink-haired girl can write paper words at her.
Misha presses her index fingers against her temples as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory.
That.
Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Dude, why don't you just write it down?
Wait, slow down, She-chan. She-chan says you're going to lose.
We really need to come up with a better name for you.
Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion.
Tell her I will crush her empire with my dick.
Okay. So from now on, you're called the crazy guy.
His eyes like her shine with childlike.
I would just knock everything over with my dick.
Again, and there were some sparkles.
Dot.
Yes.
She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't.
It's a trap. It's smarter to play defensively here.
She has a point. Attack aggressively.
It's a trap.
No, I would say
Akbar.
Attack aggressively.
Akbar.
Oh damn! Do we have a third person in the call? No.
Akbar. I'm the one who's playing Senpai. That's not right.
Fine.
It's likely she's just trying to psych me out. The boy again. I feel I have a pretty good defense setup, and I'm not going to wreck it in doing something reckless. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself tentatively to pump a fist in the air in celebration.
Had you attacked aggressively, you would have won.
He-chan. I mean, that crazy person. You lost when you allowed me to take North America. I mean, She-chan, not me. This is slightly confusing. Like, seriously.
They look confused.
Giving control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5-army bonus, but you can attack it from 3 fronts. So you must defend them all. I also have a slight echo because we can't figure out who's going to read this half the time.
I know. ...
Wait, you read.
I thought you had more guts. How disappointing. I'm going to be completely blunt. Your dick is probably smaller than my pinky. Ambition, Hee-chan. Your plays need to be more daring. Ambition. Ambition. ... I was really excited when you took South America, but then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, Hee-chan. You didn't take enough risks, and when you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, Hee-chan.
Damn, what's with her if I played too carefully? There's no need to rub it in my face. No, good. Stop trying to jump on my dick, you crazy bitch.
But clearly that's not the only thing we need to rub your face in. ... I've gotten closer to you, so that's kind of creepy. I wonder if you'd even be any good for the student council.
Much less good in bed.
What's this, reverse psychology?
I guess
I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case. ...
Giving up just like that? I expected more of you.
Seriously, is Shizune trying to taunt me into joining the council?
I'm pretty sure it's partially Misha, but whatever.
Besides, it's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. Look at any other clubs. Yeah, and these two, they're a little weird.
Go ahead and play the field, but you'll never find anyone as pretty as us, and willing to experiment.
And willing to
That's okay. The extra seafood. I really don't need all the extra seafood. Fine, I'll consider joining the council, but I want to take a look at the clubs before I decide.
Really,
Hee-chan? You're not going just saying that just to make us feel better, are you?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure that I want to.
We're not desperate at all, dude.
Aww. ... We really want to play with you. Okay, Chan, but we're not going to give up so easily. You said maybe. There's still a chance she'll come around.
So you're saying there's still a chance?
And come to us.
...
Oh, good.
Come on, we could really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me with a spoon, and we can redo 50 Shades of Grey. Unless we graduate before that. Ouch.
That doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know.
But you'd get to be Mr. Grey.
Oh, God.
Wahaha, surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we can play a game you know then, to give you a handicap. Oh, wait, that's really rude to say. To give you a handicapable.
I might have just said that to make you feel better, after all.
Aw, that's so cold, Hee-chan. And not in the, temperature play kind of way, which is really hot, but it's kind of cold.
It's cold.
I take the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected.
I'm totally turning her into kind of a slut, aren't I?
Well, she is kind of.
I'm sorry I have to go. I want to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it?
Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha.
How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right on the wall.
Clearly, she cannot see it due to her deafness. You're being ableist. ...
It should be, unless the librarian is absent, because that happens a lot at this school, and we don't have any, backup librarians. So, there might be an orangutan there, but, yeah, he's not really useful.
All right.
Yeah, he shits all over the books, too.
I think you're right, Shi-chan. We think the library is open. It's on the 2nd floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show it where it is? If I show you where it is, I mean, fuck you over the desk?
No, thanks. It's okay. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye!
One flight up the stairs and I run into problems. The second floor is a carbon copy of the third floor one.
Except there's, like, a different picture.
Oh god, all the paintings are creepy.
Yeah, wide and of course in plain, like only hallways can be.
Oh, come on, dude.
The problem is the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. Classrooms are marked with signs saying which class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked rooms.
You look in the window on the doors, that every single door in every single room in every single country that has any sort of safety code will have if it opens anywhere outside or inside.
Was the library one of them, or just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the ladder and choose my direction at random. Dude.
If you get lost, dude, I'm just, no.
After I turn around, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though. It's just barely ajar, so I can see it's open, nothing else.
Hello.
It makes sense for a library door to be invitingly open. While this one's not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means someone's inside and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push aside the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back up.
Gingerly?
What do you think if you open the wrong door, like, your soul will be sucked out?
I don't know. Maybe he might walk into the rape dungeon, so...
Well, no. That's back in the student council room, dude.
Yeah. Door creaks, blah, blah, blah. Yes, he's opening the door.
You know, there's so many missing opportunities in this.
Meek hello, and my lips just quickly snap.
Or missed opportunities in this.
What snatched your meek hello away? I mean, dude, those things are important. Oh, yes, this girl. Dot.
This is not as I was expecting.
I'll go ahead and voice her. Like, this is the dedicated me character.
I might also let the door open to its fullest extent, taking inside the solitary figure in the center stage in the otherwise abandoned room.
Wow. Well, she sounds very calm to me.
She steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't.
Why, hello there. May I help you?
I thought she sounded a little more calm.
Sorry. The movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's a soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being separate from the room itself.
All right, let me try to be a little more measured. Less high-pitched and Misha-ish.
Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct.
All right, she's fairly foreign, I guess.
Hi, sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost. It takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels like as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand.
Care to take a seat?
Unexpected, considering I'm intruding upon her.
Good.
Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite her, the girl resting her teacup and saucer on the room table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling that, and the slight cloudiness to her eyes make she must be at least partially blind like Kenji. Think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese.
Or, you know, she grew up in Japan because she's blind, and apparently the only place in the world that has a school for people with disabilities is Japan.
What? I think I see her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The atmosphere is so very different from the student council office.
I take it you're a new student to Yamaku? Yamaku. Wow.
Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match.
I like blind girls. She's like my favorite.
I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting.
Do you want to switch so that I'm Misha and Suzune all together and you can be blind girl?
I could be blind girl, yes.
All
Okay.
right. The moment you hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action.
I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, she is clearly half Japanese. By daddy.
Hisao Nakai.
I can't do this. It's fucking up again.
Nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup.
Would you care for a drink?
Sure. As As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. Gives me a kind nod, taking the request out. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out on a long shelf. A brusher, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whatever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Suzuni and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I'd never thought of.
Wow! Humans actually adapt to problems within their body and their environment. I couldn't believe that.
Chalk another one up for Captain Obvious.
I know, Captain. Oh God, this whole thing is making me hate Hizao for some reason.
You know, I'm going to point something out that he better not watch her eat, because it's going to blow his mind that she has like meals in a specific variation.
I know, and you know she probably uses this. Don't jump off your seat or anything. She probably uses utensils to eat them with.
I know, right?
Right. Shit.
Jesus Christ, we better not tell anybody.
Well,
Shit, I know, right?
Her doing the work. She seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lily says, because Lily can only say one word, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school.
The school library. Some classmates told me it was on the floor.
She finishes pouring water into a teacup and she nods. A small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it is being stirred. Or you could have just said, I'm stirring the teacup. You didn't need to be that verbose.
Yeah, I'm going to use the restroom.
Okay.
You guys carry on without me. Carry on without me.
I'm aware of Mitch Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no?
That's right, in the science room with Muto.
She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite the character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. As she sets down... Oh, go ahead.
Sets down the tea. I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up.
No, you're no longer a coffee person because you have a heart arrhythmia and caffeine's going to kill you.
Yeah,
says
the
girl with a heart arrhythmia, which
this woman isn't trying to drag you down into her rape dungeon. So calm the fuck down.
Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Dude. It's tea. You put a little bit of sugar and milk in that shit and it'll be fine. If it's green tea, you just drink it with honey.
Thanks, that's how it tastes really nice.
You just said you think you could choke it down. She smiles and waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please. There's no need to be too formal.
She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. Next I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes.
Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, which is clearly a reference to a thing that I don't know anything about, because I don't watch movies. No, wait, I do.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid. Never mind. I was just being stupid.
And specifically...
And it's specifically for both blind and partially blind students. We get special accoutrements.
I see. I'm sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the faux pas. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it.
My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. And we have summed up
the feelings of most disabled people about SJW ableist language in one word, in one sentence.
Exactly.
We're done. Gamergate is over. Let's go home.
Well, we were dead already, so.
Not true. Well,
Oh, sure. I'm sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here.
An environment like this would be a big change, so I really can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their condition.
Category which include her, it seems, also ready to jump from this particular topic, I segue into another. You come here to drink tea often? It's really nice.
that's not a very good segue, dude. Like, that is a complete 180. That is going from one topic turning around exactly 180 degrees.
Yeah, I'll be right back, you guys. I'm thinking I'm switching computers to see if that works.
99.9 miles an hour in the opposite direction.
Thinking about it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at.
I come here fairly often during lunchtimes. My duties as class representatives don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea.
Class representative, huh?
Clearly all the hot girls are class representatives.
Compared to Shizuni, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizuni's blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs.
Yes, let's think about how to make the blind girl useful to you. Misogynistic pig.
What kind of clubs are there to join? What kind
Hold
of
on, Otter's being interesting.
The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There's also rumored small ones, though, such as the art and music club.
At a time when I'm just going to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club?
It isn't, though it is encouraged.
Ah, good, that's a relief. Ready to let down my guard around the school, to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking, and as Lily does the same.
Wasn't it gross and you didn't want to drink it in the first place?
I'll be right back, you guys.
As I look
Okay.
over,
I'm going to go switch computers.
consistency is the hobgoblin of small minds, Acacia.
Indeed.
Anyways, can't see shit now.
Sorry, give me a sec. I did not know how long this was going to go, but let's at least finish out the first chapter.
As I look over the window to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still.
Why would time stand still?
The time's gone quickly.
Sorry?
Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting.
You stupid, insensitive prick. I mean, you young, foolish boy.
It just looks like the sun's starting to set. Seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time.
Sorry, Hisao. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long.
I quickly moved to allay her concern. Oh no, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it?
She pauses, taking a moment to think on it.
It's probably something I should have asked Shizuni when I had the chance, but Lily seems likely to know the place.
True, it's open till 6:30 during weekdays.
Quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. Well, I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her.
It was my pleasure. Now get out. No. Oh, come to think of it. Shall I show you where the library is?
I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it out, right? Well, unless my navigational skills tell me.
Which they have before, dude. Come on.
Dude, ask her. Which they seem to have a habit of doing. Dude, ask her. He's a decent person.
That's all right. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you.
This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer.
Oh, you clearly have the hots for her, dude. Shut up.
If you're sure, then it'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that had slipped the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in the class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match her as we walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door of the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first.
Ah, you're such a gentleman, dude.
She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left, there's a wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. I easily dwarfs my old school's library with the distinct smell of old books, giving the place an almost old world air.
Or it might be the fact that it's specifically designed to look really old world.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's either at the school, probably in the school grounds or the dorms.
Yuko, are you here?
She says it to thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present. Of course, Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail.
Aww. Aww? Aww. There we go. Can you still see it?
Nope. Screen sharing dropped.
It continues to do that. Google, we might want to fix this. The origin, apparently, the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. And look at those boobs that she is very clearly pushing together.
Yep.
Hi, Lily. How can I help you?
Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head.
Good afternoon. What just happened now? I heard a strange noise. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and while I was looking for both of them, you came in and surprised me. Are you all right? I'm sorry. I couldn't know.
Well, that's what
okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry.
Well, that's what the kids are calling it these days.
Clearly, it's looking for your pencil and your eraser.
Under your desk.
Indeed. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. My disability is clearly being, like, super clumsy. Pity me.
She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter.
Yes, worse things have happened. Hee 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 hee.
The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression. Then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, repeat with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look. She seems to fit a library perfectly.
Actually, she's super pretty. Like, she's prettier than the girls we've seen so far. Oh, Lily, did you get my message? Message. Oh, the 2 imported books have arrived? Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but...
Amidst her celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does.
Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. You need to check out a book? Or return one? I'm sorry. Please don't hit me.
Please hit me. If you do, please be gentle. The way she can quickly shift between the moods is a little unsettling.
He's with me, Yuko. This is Hisao, the new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Oh, that's you.
Rachel. Now you dropped the stream again.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting used to it. Whoa! Things people don't need to see.
What?
Sharing. There you go.
Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you.
Hisao, right. Hisao, pleased to meet you too, Hisao.
In a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget.
Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library?
Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Expression of abject terror.
Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is far too much responsibility for me, even though I'm a functioning human and therefore run a library.
Librarian. I mean, shit.
Any responsibility at all I don't get, but her objection is so sincere I don't doubt for a second that she'd rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me what the light novels are.
Oh, God. What?
So there are a lot of books in Braille here? Oh, that's you.
So there are a lot of books in Braille here?
I attempt to save the day. Well, that's you.
Attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. Seems to work at least partially, as Yuko seems to, I don't know, not exactly relaxed, but at least looks slightly less tense.
Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamaka's library is either in Braille or audio.
Makes sense, given all the blind students that'd be here. If it's only that...
Everything's fine. Just rest for a moment.
First place.
Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's what
adequately endowed. I like big books and I cannot lie.
You other brothers can't deny.
When a book comes in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing in your face...
You get sprung. Okay, anyway. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelves all of them. I'm totally not bitter. It's so troublesome, and they weigh so much. I wish I could just quit this job. I mean, carrying around these boobs is hard enough.
It is so
yeah,
much.
Boobs are huge.
A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. She bitches so much. She'd be perfect for the main character.
Yeah, can we get these two together so they can bitch at each other for all eternity?
Exactly.
No, she's too old.
Oh.
I'll go check the aisles then, if you don't mind.
That's what you're gonna call it now?
It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking.
Wow! And no, he's just a jerk.
Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's all right with you.
My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big.
Oh,
yeah.
I read that as a librarian,
yeah.
surprisingly big, and I was like,
Can we get the romantic...
Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read or taking it with me if it looks good.
He loves the library.
A few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should just get him a library, path where he just falls in love with the library.
Oh, wait, he's basically, Oh my god, I just realized it! I know why he bitches so much! He's a Disney princess! Oh man, me and my Disney princess life! If only I could have something more!
I know, right?
The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. Well, no shit! It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lillian snuck in with us here, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reached the end of the aisle.
No, that's what we call an erection.
I reached the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. The rest of the library is sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping. The back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone I recognize sitting on one of several beanbags.
Oh yes, this girl.
Dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face would make it look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I'd pegged her as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raised all sorts of whys in my mind. Intrigue floats slowly but surely down the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl.
Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface. Okay, guys, we're going to take a second here. This is called purple prose. This is not necessary.
You could have just said, intrigue captures me, and I find myself walking towards the mysterious girl before I know it. Literally, you did not have to make a metaphor out of that, and yet you did. And that is what purple prose is.
The sight of the mysterious girl intrigues me, and I feel myself drawn to her.
Even that is good. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would anyone else. She's a classmate, after all.
Do it! She's one of those evil ghost girls. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts looking scaredly up at me from beneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bags, I can see that part of her face, at least a third, if not a half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes.
Yeah, staring at a person's scars is perfectly the best way to introduce yourself to them.
For a second, I am shocked to divert my eyes to look in her hands before I realize that looking away only probably makes it worse.
Oh, come on.
It takes too many seconds of class to collect myself and remember what I walked up to her for. Hi, I'm new here. Hisao Nakai. We're in the same class. I just said that.
I know.
Hi, I am new here. Hisao Nakai. We're in the same class.
Hold on, it's freezing up on me.
I just transferred you the other day. Maybe you don't remember? I did a self-introduction, too. The girl still doesn't say a word, but she simply stares at me wide-eyed. I'm still getting used to this place, so I'm trying to meet as many people as I can. So, what's your name?
Nako.
Her speech is...
You're good at this, actually.
Her speech is stuttering and so quiet it is barely audible even in the still library. Somehow I think my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako, huh? So what are you reading? She gently tips the book backwards so I can read the title at the same time hiding her face behind it. She must have noticed me staring before.
No shit, Sherlock.
Life of Pi? I've never heard of it before. What's it about?
A boy. And a tiger. On a boat.
I can see this taking some...
Byron! Come here, kitty.
Sounds interesting. Is it any good? She nods behind the book but stays silent. Looks kind of tense. A bit like Yuko earlier, but in a different way. More like
Kitty.
petrified with terror, I'd say.
Come
So
here.
this mystery girl turned out to be anything but. She is quivering in a way that makes it look like she was mortally afraid of me. The only part of this, as far as I can tell, is to try to get a normal conversation going. Is it a library book? I'm looking for new ones to read, but there's just so many.
No, it's mine.
Oh, so do you come here often? Huge blush spreads on Hanako's face, and her eyes widen far larger than I thought it was possible for eyes to do. Uh-oh, did she interpret my language? Yep. That small talk as if people attempt to pick her up? I didn't mean it like that.
I
Huh?
gotta go do something.
That warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the corridor. Dude, it's in school, and already all of the girls are masturbating over you.
Already the girls will want to jump on his dick.
Yeah, exactly.
I've cut my cat because that's going to make him stop crying so much. Oh my god. Byron, what the hell's wrong with you, cat?
There's nowhere to be seen.
I'm just going to rub his tummy here. Yeah.
Happily chatting away.
Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Yeah.
Hey,
Did you see notice a girl run past here?
maybe. What did she look like?
Long dark hair, kind of shy. She had, some scars on her face.
You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you?
Yeah, that's right. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something.
Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I'd better try and find her.
Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back. These boobs that I'm clearly putting my hands up towards.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, but I'll have to
Explain to you some other time, 'cause you muted in mid-sentence.
Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabbed her key and hurries out of the library, leaving me and Lee alone with Hugo. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place.
Did
I do something wrong?
What did you do?
Nothing. I just talked to her, tried to get to know her. Didn't even manage to get started. Yuko sighs and looks awfully bothered, even more than she did before.
I guess you weren't wrong so much as tactless.
Tactless?
That girl is a bit of a special case. It's like she never really talks to anyone.
Isn't that a bit strange?
I wonder. That's just how she is, I think.
Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. Perhaps I was being a little tactless after all. How should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overtly casually only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something but resists it.
I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way.
I guess she doesn't have a good case of self-restraint. It makes me smile and she blushes heavily.
Well, what? Did that sound stupid?
This is me in real life. No, this is like me in real life. I'll say something and then I'll immediately go, did that sound stupid?
No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. More about me than anyone else.
It's all about me. Of course. So...
No, wait a minute. Hisao, we've spent 3 hours now, 2.5, listening to you whine about how it's all about you, and now you're coming to that conclusion?
Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desks really like doing that.
You know, if you point out a problem in your writing, that doesn't make it go away. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing soon. Not me, because that would be gross. But I have to do it. I hope it's not too inconvenient for you.
Oh yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because... I'll just go get them. Fetch a stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to dinner.
Wow, you read a lot, don't you?
I surprised myself by that too, at least when I really think about it.
Okay, dude.
I have a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else.
I see.
But she doesn't say anything else and just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact.
No, it's just her not being very interested in you, dude.
Dude, she's a curtain muncher.
Is she?
I don't think so.
Holding the library books with one arm, I trawl my pocket for the key to the door. Sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop books I'm carrying. The key I managed to get into the lock. Who is it? I turn around to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glass in the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me.
Oh god, here we go.
Makes him pause and lick his lips nervously.
Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again?
His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Yes, but we met before yesterday.
I don't think so. I would remember someone who I only met yesterday. When was that? What day is it today?
I tried to ignore him. Is he joking or what?
Prove that we've met before.
You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with an uncomprehending fear.
How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met, or you are telling the truth, and I just can't remember it. Or you are a spy.
He pauses.
Oh, come on, you gotta read this.
A psychic spy.
His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute.
I'm not psychic.
How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader.
Kenji points a finger in my face damningly.
Unlike you!
Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room.
Lies. If you think you can pass as Hisao because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding?
I wanted to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rubbed my eyes and let out a heavy sigh.
Hold on.
Stay there.
Careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage even if he tried.
Oh wait, I see it now. Damn, it really is you.
Sighing again, then once again for good measure, I step backwards just in case.
What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong?
No, just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually, even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on the other people, and I have no idea it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any contact either.
That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all. But you can never be too careful.
Hold on.
Is there a Kenji ending? Just asking.
No, there is, and you have to completely fuck up everything to get it.
You wind up with Kenji.
No, it's kind of different. You guys don't end up like it's the hard reality we live in.
I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us.
You see, this is how it is. This world, there is no justice. You see, even when I lose, I win because I don't lose.
What does that even mean? Right?
It doesn't matter.
He dismissed it flatly with a wave of his hand.
So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally, too. She actually ran away from me. Was my fault, really? I think I'm not really used to all this yet. Andrew.
A girl? A
cute one?
Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face... I guess it
could go either way. Just to answer your question, Andrew, I was only planning on doing one, but I forgot how long these are, so if we do this again, we're going to limit it to about an hour and just end where we end.
I'm going to say she was not cute. She's just not exactly cute, no.
There are a lot of cute girls here. A strangely disproportionate amount. I mean, I believe this is one of the dark secrets of this school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen?
I don't remember any such warning.
Dark secrets?
Dark secrets?
Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark. Like a black hole. Have you noticed the number of girls in the school is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40.
Assistant?
It gets interesting.
He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at nothing.
Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad. But that is a full 20%. One would think that a girl with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream, but no! What I am about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready?
I don't know where this is going, but I don't think I'll be missing much by cutting out now. No, I am not ready. I only got as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he doesn't really care whether my mind is blown or not.
I believe that this school is a battleground, the site of a feminist infiltration.
And there we go. So just so everyone's aware, this is the exact reason that we have brought this onto this channel.
This disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they have come. In case
this cold world turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers. Just another skirmish in the internal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere.
Everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man.
This is like listening to a gender-swapped version of Tolkien.
Yeah, this is like, yeah.
Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the buildup of a military has always been the clearest sign of imminent war. This guy's a conspiracy theorist. And it's just the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated.
Yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value.
The perfect target. They are so cunning, as expected of women.
This is like watching a rad femme.
Soon the day will come when Kenji trails off ominously. That's why you can't trust them. They will just string you along.
Interpretation of MRAs.
And then kill you, just as they killed me. You will end up just like me. What?
Oh, hell no.
Hey, what the hell does that mean?
What does that mean?
You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of.
So, you're not supposed to say something like that? Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, vast feminist conspiracy.
Stop! I lost you way back there. Somewhere around feminist infiltration.
Too hard to follow? It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room. And puppets. You like puppets?
No puppets.
You don't like puppets? Okay. Graphs are still cool though, right?
He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on.
He's got puppets.
I
wonder what he does with the puppets.
I pegged him as relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong.
Something on your mind, dude?
I was thinking what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowned, looking deeply upset.
You mean that's you? That can't be. Because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That is my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream. Well, what the hell? There can't be two last sane men. It would invalidate that whole last part. And that part is kind of important. There can be only one. Like in that foreign movie. Or there could be only one. And in the end, there is only one dude left because that was the point.
Highlander?
I've never seen anyone talk so wholeheartedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before.
Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my graph.
I also have a list of other dark and complex conspiracies that the school holds, as tangled as... Quick, finish my analogy for me.
Be a pal.
I'm going to bed now. It's extremely late.
You're right, it is, but you are very fun, Kenji.
That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude.
Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Deniable... Later!
So basically,
wow, apparently I'm cutting in and out.
So basically, my roommate is a dude who blames everything on matriarchy theory.
Exactly. We have the reverse of Anita Sarkeesian.
No. He claps me on the back and then vanishes in the room so quickly and quietly it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through it like a ghost. I don't know if I can fully digest what happened, so I just give up and go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. Hey, Kenji, start dating Kenji. He got you to stop bitching.
Well, no, they're actually asking if you can date Kenji.
No, you can't date Kenji, but there is an ending that ends with Kenji, but you're not fucking him.
Oh.
But it's like okay.
How
All the
about
endings in this game are when you can't go beyond a certain point, meaning like you either die, you end up with somebody, you fuck up massively, or you end up with the girl, or you end up in one of those sort of medium bittersweet endings.
So just tell me, have I fucked up anything badly so far?
No, the only way that you can fuck up is if you don't join a club, or go with somebody to the festival.
Okay, so basically
you have to go to the festival with someone, otherwise you end up with Kenji on the roof.
Or if I act excessively rude.
Like I was being antisocial in the game, and my first time around, and I got the Kenji ending.
So, just so we're all aware, for those of you who have come in post the epic amount of awesome, which is about half of you, we've already decided that the true OTP of this is the school nurse and this kid.
Oh God.
Because we had Darkstar.
That's statutory rape.
It doesn't matter. That is totally OTP. So we're going to finish out this chapter. If you guys like this, spread it around. I know it's wicked long. I'm going to see about kind of breaking it up, and I just didn't know it was going to take this long to get through a chapter. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
We certainly need a bit of all the school. We certainly need to have just a bit of all the school nurse parts. It was like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I
just want to point out that his no complaining thing has actually only lasted like 3 paragraphs.
It seemed to fit in. What irony. One thing would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit anywhere else would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard.
You think?
Although I say that, it doesn't help take the edge off, and the words are left echoing off my empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. The place is really more of a school and less a hospital pretending to be a school than I thought it would be.
Oh, you found the silver lining.
If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful.
Oh, that's perfect.
I open one eye, seeing the school books and bottles of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all.
Come on, end of chapter 1.
And of course he found something to bitch about.
Well, of course. I think this is the end of chapter 1. I'm going to call it here.
Okay.
I'm going to save. Create a new save state. Continue. Just make sure we're still in chapter 1. Yeah, I guess we're still in chapter 1. We're going lunch evolutionary theory, if anyone's interested.
All right, return.
So, apparently there aren't chapters, and we've been going for 3 hours because there aren't chapters. I just looked that up. Whoops.
All right, well.
Yeah. So, okay, guys, here's what's going to happen. If you like this, go ahead and tell us. If you didn't, tell us you didn't.
Or they can just favorite the video.
Yeah, totally favorite the video. That's what I mean. So,
there was 1 thumbs down and 4 thumbs up.
Even if it's just like 20 of you, we don't care.
If the lights outrank the dislikes, I'm willing to do this again and just cut it short because I apparently did not know there were not chapters. So,
I'm sorry, I could have told you. It's usually they've actually separated it into acts. So it's like I think there's like 3 acts, and we're coming close to like the beginning of the 2nd act.
Okay.
As soon right after I think the festival is the beginning of the end of the 1st act, and I think the 2nd act is where you like sort of end up deciding on which girl you're kind of pursuing, on what path. And then, like, on the 3rd act, you're spending time with that girl and like going through the relationship stuff.
Okay, are there any harem endings?
There are harem endings. So here's what we're going to do. In the comments, once the comments show up, comment on which ending you would like to see. I know Kenji outweighs them all, and we're not going to do that, at least on our first run through. But Kenji is probably not what we want. So
Kenji is shortest ending, actually. I mean, basically, if you don't go to the school festival with anyone, you get the Kenji ending. And
okay, so we could maybe do the Kenji ending as a side, but on the main one, we've met 3 girls so far. We've met the spunky pink-haired girl, the cold as ice strategist girl, and then we've met the sort of team mama. So count on who you want to see so far. If any of you have played this before, go ahead and cast your votes ahead of schedule, and we'll see what we can do next time, okay?
Yeah.
We are having at least one person shouting, Lily, 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 please.
Not as she is.
I think there's like 2. I think there's like 2 sex scenes with Lily.
We have cut out the sex scene since we don't want to get taken down.
What? Well, there's no. Well, they don't actually. It's not animated. And it's very tasteful.
Well, if you're worried, wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was muted. If you're worried about that, just during the sex scenes, just take it off of the screen.
Yeah, take it off.
Oh yeah, just take it all off, and then you won't have to worry about it being like seen. But you can also mark the video as.
But you can be. But you can be sure that Hisao doesn't stop bitching through the sex scenes either.
Because you can put stuff on YouTube that's for people that are over 18.
We could do it. We could do the mature thing.
It's not like illegal or something.
All right, I'll take off the mature filter. So far we have Lily. It'll probably be uncensored, but I will take it off screen since I don't want to get pulled.
Well, no. If we do the mature thing, we can actually for 3rd episode, because it doesn't happen until like the end. I mean, depending on who you end up with, there's more than one scene, but
Okay, we will talk about this. We may actually change our mind. I just don't want to get pulled off. I don't want to give, the Hug Patrol a bad name, but if we can do something to mitigate...
Like we could have a bad name.
If we can do something to mitigate that, I'm all for showing the sex scenes, because whatever, we're all grown-ass adults here. So,
you don't have to look. You can just listen.
Yeah. So, just so you know, if you turn adult content off, it skips the whole scene and replaces it with a heart-shaped picture of a hamster. Oh.
That's so cute.
We've got Hanako. We've got at least 2 people who have voted for Hanako, one off screen. We've got Kenji, but we're going to do that as kind of a joke side effect, and then we've got Lily. So, I have to go to bed. You guys interested in doing this again? Maybe not on a Sunday when I'm actually, supposed to be running a game, which I did promise to do. Basically any day after 3:30, if you guys are up for it, I'm game for it. Okay.
Okay, just let me know, because that'll be fun. I mean, it'll probably take like 2 or 3 more episodes to get through this fucker, but.
Well, I don't plan on making it nearly 2 hours long either. So,
And you could always, if you wanted to keep going, you could end a stream, then start a new stream, and then do it, and then it would just be 2 separate videos.
Okay, sounds good. So, what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to give you guys a good night. Thank you for watching us on this fun little romp. If you did not see everything, please go back once it's loaded up. It's just a bunch of us ribbing on how bad the writing is, but I think my jobs as the spunky pink-haired girl, where I added some stuff in, was delectable. So,
yeah.
Thank you guys, and have a good night.
Nick.
Yeah.